Talks.
This is Go Movie Talks. Hello, viewers. Hello, Freddy. How are you?
I'm great. How are y'all doing? Welcome to our show.
Welcome to Go Movie Talks. It's incredible, Freddy. We already have 5 episodes running, and this is the 6th one. What do you think? How do you feel?
I mean, the same as the beginning. I love the project. I don't know if the viewers love it, but I love it.
We love talking about movies. We love watching movies. We love this show, definitely. So, let's begin. What movie are we talking about, Freddie?
The Grand Budapest Hotel.
The
Can I
Grand.
start?
Of course.
Yes. Okay. I'll be honest. It had been quite a while since I had watched the movie.
Sure.
I knew I liked it. Like I was excited when this movie came up in the list. But while I was rewatching it, Maria Laura, I actually cried. Something I
Oh.
didn't do the first time I watched it. The first time I watched it, I'm very moody when I watch movies or allow my mood affect my experience, and I think that's natural.
All right.
I guess the current world politics in general just made me feel completely different about this movie.
Uh-huh.
It just they
Certainly.
hit differently, and of course it's fabulous. Don't get me wrong, I laughed, I was marveled, I was not surprised, but taken aback from the visual aspect, from the story, the characters, the acting, but the
Definitely.
actual story, like the background, because I think the movie doesn't necessarily focus on those details,
Mm-hmm.
but we know it references the Second World War era.
Faces.
And look, I was just wow. This time around, it hit me really hard just thinking of those details that make up the entirety of the movie. Because if you really think about it, this is a movie about how to live in greed first, but the context is very much grounded in this World War II world, or at least similar to, because it's not the same. But and just wow, I was, but how the director manages to transport you and keep the story going without actually making you think too much about those details, because even if it's very serious,
Yes.
it's just very enjoyable throughout the entire time.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-mm.
What exquisite way to portray all this reality, all this tough reality, you know? And actually there are certain moments that are tough in the movie. Okay? And
Quite a few actually.
yeah.
I mostly, I'll be honest, I did not remember that context. I mostly remember the main story. That's what
Yes.
really and I remember there was a war, but I didn't remember which one,
Uh-huh.
or at least the one it's referencing.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the character. I didn't remember his identity, his sexual identity,
Yes.
which also added another layer to the whole thing. The characters were very relatable. Some actors I actually didn't remember they were there, and I was like, "Oh my god! Of course you're here. Of course you are." I mean, let's face it. Yeah, it was it was so enjoyable. I'm
Delicious.
just yes.
Delicious.
It's the movie I needed. It's the movie I needed this week. Absolutely, it just made my.
Definitely yes. Definitely yes. And that's actually part of the magic of cinema itself. It has a universal reality, okay, that probably we didn't connect at first, but then, you know second time we watch it, we are living the world we are living. So it's kind of wow, this is activating kind of another feeling. Okay.
No, and let's face it. To me, a good movie is a movie that you can rewatch multiple times and you will always get something different. So this movie to me, it was a surprise, a very pleasant surprise. I was expecting it just to, okay, of course, the beautiful visuals, the beautiful or very specific frame shots. But look, it analyzing the story as it was going, I'm like, wow, okay, he really managed to take this very deep and complex context and put it just as the background. Like this is setup. You go with a very lighthearted story that I want to tell, and
Yes.
it worked.
And not because this story is happening within this context, it loses its magic.
No,
So
no, no, not at all. No, exactly
absolutely not.
that magic. And let's face it. Okay, Mara Laura. Yeah, today, I'm a little overworked. What's the director's name? Because I know him, but I just forgot. Anderson. What?
Wes
Oh, yeah,
Anderson,
exactly.
yeah,
Just remember.
of course.
Okay. So absolutely, Anderson has this a very particular way of portraying, presenting visuals to you. I mean, the dressing, the costumes,
Exactly.
the setup, the visual
Symmetry.
presentation, the cinematography in general,
Yes.
the characters' interactions. Those quirks, I always remember. It's like, wow, you always do this. The way that the characters just converse with each other. I don't know. It's just very caricature like, but of course translating it into acting, it makes no sense, but
Exactly.
it makes it endearing, so you like it.
But
It's like,
actually, it enhances the level of delicate sarcasm he portrays.
yeah,
It's
exactly, because that
like
is that helps the
everyone
context.
is a distance,
Yes,
and
it
everyone
helps the
speaks
contrast. I
beautifully.
agree. Yeah, yeah, because you're talking about these very serious topics, and then you have these quirky moments that just lighten the mood and help you just go through it without dampening the mood of the whole thing. It's just
Exactly.
very enjoyable. I was like, wow, this is I don't know. The story was
And
just so
even, I mean,
ridiculous.
look at the way he enhances the figure of a concierge. I mean, even the
He
word
romanticized it.
itself.
I mean,
Exactly.
the two keys. How was what was the name of this association of the society, the secret society of the two keys of the different hotel concierges? That was I don't remember, but I remember the seal. I remember the coat of arms. The
Yes.
two keys just crossed. And like, wow, I did not
And they
remember
just
this
go,
part.
and they are doing the most important thing, but just because they received this call, they just stopped absolutely everything.
Remember
It's
they were trying to resuscitate a lady, and then the guy just comes in and, oh, please, you go on, you continue. Like, wow, okay, it's this
yeah.
important.
It is that important. Just like, friendship, good friendship itself, I mean, I don't know. I imagine that at a regular context where, you're working and suddenly you have this situation and you send a message to your friend and your friend is having another fire meanwhile working, so it's exactly the same, but more exquisite, elegant, sophisticated,
Yes, and this movie has a lot of sophistication
Yeah.
and elegance across the board. It's just everything it does.
I think it's a very nice way to showcase, that I don't know, that particular way European society behaved at some point in life, okay? Actually, I mean, a character like this can easily take me even far in time, I mean, if you take this Gustav as the example of a man you have imagined, I imagine Oscar Wilde being like this guy,
Yes. Well,
So,
and remember the movie itself addresses that.
yes.
At the very close to the end, they say this man represents a society that is long gone, and yet
Exactly.
it was most likely long gone before even his time, and
Mm-hmm.
yet he really wanted to keep it going. And I think the key moments where that is specifically showcased is the two instances in the movie where he tries to negotiate with the soldiers, where
Mm-hmm.
they were about to capture the immigrant worker at the hotel. And in both cases, I mean, he stated it. I believe there is a way to negotiate and get out of this. I still believe in society. The first time it worked. The second time, of course, we all know it didn't.
And you know that that's the irony of it all. I mean, certainly I mean, he's the boss of this guy, and he treats them the way he treats them, you know. But at the same time, it's like, okay, this is my guy, so
Exactly.
I
There.
will protect him by
Well,
all means.
remember, when the East Asian, I think it's East Asian. They really didn't say where he was from, but I'm
Mhm,
assuming the character was East Asian.
mhm.
Um, when the very first time when he was being interviewed for the
Uh-huh.
position, for the bottom's position, um, he was asked like, why are you applying for this job, and or something, and he did say, this is an institution. Working at the Budapest Hotel is an institution. And and he was just, oh, so you do understand. You're hired. You understand. You get it.
Exactly. I mean, we already need you.
Yes. Yeah. No.
Simple as
I
that.
don't know. I'm not gonna say I was having a bad week, because I really not. I wasn't really, but I'm just exhausted. And that movie was a breath of fresh air. It just
Definitely,
uh,
definitely. We are living, this is, again, it is something all of us are living, you know. I don't know you, but I feel like these situations we are living with, a political situation, economical situation, technological situation, I think we are, you know, in all these chaos that make us believe that, I don't know, today is too late. And there is a worse
we're very
tomorrow.
positive people. Don't take it twisted. We love positivity. Sure.
Yeah, but you know, it's temporary, okay? We're not happy every time, okay? And some moments feel like, wow, I mean, this is too much. And suddenly tomorrow you wake up and you have the brightest day, okay? So it's exactly the same. But now the only difference from those characters with the society, with the modern society we are living now, is that we are more exposed to all types of information. Okay, we live in a digital era in which we are in constant contact with these artifacts. Okay, so technically speaking, is that we ourselves have opened opportunities and devices to be bombarded with a lot of information. Okay, meanwhile these characters just leave that particular context at that
Moment.
particular
Yes.
time. You know, there was
Well,
this, you know, this kind of playful and queer personality of Gustave that was always fooling around with old ladies and all that.
no, and that's important. That's important to mention, because, well, I mean, me being gay, I will say, yes, I very much relate to that, man, because I'm the same. I get along well with everybody. Ladies love me because we listen,
Exactly.
and that is a very true characteristic. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's fake. That's actually true. But no, the live in the moment thing. A lot of directors nowadays
Exactly.
address that situation. They all say the same thing. I would rather direct a movie before the 1990s, just because, I mean, the setting. because I don't want cell phones. I just don't need them in the movie that I want to show. And it's important because of now, it let's say you try to present a similar story where the characters are just present, interacting with each other. That's a lie. You need to introduce phones, because otherwise people will just say that's not how things go. There is something off.
Huh, that's a good hypothesis exercise. What would the name of that hotel be nowadays in 2025? Now that you're watching these people, you can imagine the reason why I covered Freddy's face when he said that word. Getting back to that point mentioned, these queer behavior, queer exquisite behavior of the main character. I mean, even in the most difficult circumstances, I mean, the way the comedy reflects how this character is called the way they call him, and even though he's being accused, even though he's being, pointed at, he just doesn't deny everything. I mean, he says, well, okay, they think that, and they are right. you know but it's like the smartest reflection again. I mean, I guess one of the biggest demonstrations that you have overcome a situation, or you've gotten over a situation, is by laughing about it. Okay, even if it is the most tragic situation, which I don't deny. I mean, those situations are
Yeah, no, and don't
difficult.
get me wrong, grief has stages, but you and I would say, and most people will agree, that when you're comfortable enough to laugh at this tragedy, because again, it already passed, you already processed your grief, you moved on, you are at it. Again, it's no long, it no longer hurts the way it used to. It's just different now, and I don't know, if a joke happened to, yeah, because we're not saying you have to laugh at it. It's just a joke came out of it, and you allowed yourself to laugh at it. That's wow. Clearly, it no longer feels personal. You already moved on from that experience, and you are allowed now to reflect back at it and just analyze it, have a quick
Bring it
fun.
back without crying,
Yeah,
like
because again, you're no longer involved. You're clearly past it. So it I was gonna say it's human nature, but that's a lie, because you need to evolve to that point. So that's being mature.
yes, yes. The cast in this movie, I mean, come on, come on. I mean,
A lot of them are regulars of Wes Anderson, Bill Murray, Edward
mhm,
Norton,
yeah.
Ralph Fiennes as well. Who else? I mean, it's just a star-studded.
This girl whose name is very difficult to pronounce,
Sorry, uh,
Source Ronan, Sour
sorry. Yes. Uh, but
Ronan.
yeah, I don't recall
S.
having
Ronan.
seen her in another Wes Anderson movie, but I mean, she's a fantastic actress.
Yes,
So absolutely.
yes.
Same with my names today are failing. I'm sorry. From Lars von Trier, Antichrist.
um, it's not Kevin Bacon. It's Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe, exactly. Oh, I did not remember he was in this movie, and he has a not iconic, but very very relevant character in the whole thing. And I'm like, wow, of course you killed it. He always gets it. Well, that was a pun, not intended, but it was. Um, but yeah, no, everybody, I have really no complaints. The East Asian actor, I don't remember having seen him again. That triggered me. Like, you
I guess I saw him, but actually very grown up.
okay,
In
that's
the last movies of these short films, recent short films posted in Netflix. Um, there is a series, yes, a collection of short films made by Wes Anderson, and
yes.
he actually
He's
utilizes
there.
the same cast. I guess it's him. Yes. I'm
Uh,
not sure.
I will
I'm
have
not
to check.
sure.
I
I'm
will have to check, but
speculating.
we'll leave that for later. But absolutely no, I don't know if it was his first role, but he yeah, I don't know. I loved him. I loved him. He was fantastic.
Definitely. Definitely, definitely. And I don't know, maybe it is a fixation, or you can probably tell me about that more, but he always have has this a person of with this origin in his movies, okay, which makes it kind of more interesting. The fact that he always incorporates an actor that it's from India, and
He just likes diversity. He really tries to portray different he loves portraying different cultures, not so much skin, but rather cultures.
exactly.
Because even with the hotel, the different workers of the hotel, or from the different hotels, all of
Hmm.
them were from very different backgrounds, different countries, different accents. Some of them not necessarily they were acting, but even so, you could see a Muslim attendee in there, and I mean, it could have been anybody, and yet he chose to put that one there. So
Actually, it tells a lot, because the industry, the hotel and the hotel rooms industry, and this type of services and all that, how you can easily find people from all over the world working in these particular areas, which is not different from reality. Okay, so that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I guess, I mean, to me, that was fantastic. Fantastic.
I mean, I love inclusion and representation. So I'm used to it. I guess I no longer feel. I mean, nowadays, don't get me wrong, we need to give, how to put it, to stress its importance, but I'm used to consuming that kind of media where
Yes.
there is representation and inclusion, so I don't necessarily see
Yes.
it as something special. But when you see the opposite, where they're excluded, that's when of course, this is how you feel. This is the norm because
But
some
I
people
guess
purposely
at
do it.
the end, this is what we all want, okay? It doesn't have to be an issue anymore, okay? An issue to discuss, the
It's
origins of people.
exactly. Let's face
It's
it, you and I,
normal,
and
okay?
hopefully our viewers
Yes.
agree on the fact that this shouldn't be an issue. It should just be the norm because it's a reflection of reality. There
So,
is plurality of cultures. There is a plurality of skin colors, cultures, languages.
okay.
Just it is what it is, for better or worse. I love it because in that diversity is where creativity comes into play. Whenever you mix all of these different backgrounds and points of views, you get something so interesting,
Yes,
and
that's
and
right.
it tends to be very unique compared to ideas or projects that originated within one same culture. And again, I mean culture, not the skin is not really the skin color is not really important. It's about the your bring up, not your bring up, the way you were brought up.
Mm.
uh it tends to be the same background. If everybody grew in the same place with the same background, the same story, you don't really have any other input versus working in a varied uh, group with different backgrounds. It just ideas flourish.
I'm so glad the only 10 followers we have
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
come
matter.
from 3 different parts of the world.
We have different hashtags, and we can randomly, slide into your phone, and you'll be seeing us. Well, Mara Laura, I
Give us a
think we
like.
should be wrapping up.
Yes, of course, of course. Unfortunately, every good topic, every good conversation has to come to an end, okay? But I feel really satisfied. Don't forget, people, my suggestions. I mean, this is my personal case. You can actually try it and see how it goes with you or not. But it happens to me that with Wes Anderson movies, I need to watch them twice. First of all, to pay attention to all the visual details, which are marvelous, marvelous. Watching this type of movies is like entering a book, okay? And feeling that immersive sensation that you are um, transitioning by a book story. Okay. The second time, of course, to understand the complexities of the plot, the script, and all that, because it gets quite deep. Okay. It doesn't only touch characters or context. Is the way it touches those realities. Okay, it's the way Wes Anderson can easily take you to the most melancholic feeling, and even when you are transitioning to that melancholic memories, you can actually laugh because he makes you laugh as well. Okay, so that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Watching Wes Anderson movies is beautiful. They are, I don't know, they can teach us a lot of appreciation, a lot of contemplation. Okay, that's what I love the most about Wes Anderson. And I guess, the other day I got sick and I was 6 days at home, and I guess I could watch all his movies.
I mean, but they
All of
are
them.
very watchable. That's the whole point. His whole
Yes.
filmography. Well, and that's also something worth mentioning. For those of you who don't necessarily know who Wes Anderson is, I stress it. We actually didn't spoil the movie that much, so go and watch it. We pretty much told you the reasons why you should watch it versus actually going in detail. So do so, and when you do it, you will realize. Oh, well, just from watching one you will not, but once you watch it you will want to watch more, and when you're watching others you will realize, oh, there is a clear pattern here. He has a very strong sense of a style,
Very
and
well
the way
presented.
he shots his the movie itself, the different shots, and when you analyze that, you can tell this he has a very defined view of what he wants to show to the viewer, and he knows how to do it. He knows how to execute it, how to get his characters to talk in the way he wants them to talk. And that's also why he has these fetish actors, because, of course, he knows they work for him. A lot of directors do, but I think Wes Anderson in particular very much goes back to the same, because first,
Yeah.
they work together. Why would he change them? They're great actors too. And at the same time, I think it's a challenge
And
for an actor to convey this very particular style. So
because
most likely not every actor is capable of doing it.
and all of them characterize pretty different characters, okay, and pretty different stories. So, and again, with his touch, kind of, there's a lot of complexity
Challenge,
there.
yes, it's a challenge. I look, while I was watching it, I was like, these people, you can tell they are enjoying it, and at the same time, they are really striving to work and get the director's view on that character. It's just
Absolutely, absolutely. An interesting fact is that remember this trend of this social media trend of people who started a video that's probably said a phrase like don't act like you're in a Wes Anderson movie, and then everyone made, you know, symmetric shots. They use, you know, these pastel color palette and all that. Actually, I don't do trends on TikToks or anything, and that was the only trend I have participated in
Yeah,
life. And I
I
made
remember.
it
I remember.
twice.
She was obsessed. Yeah, she did it multiple times. So yes, I know. I would know. But yeah, no,
I
she
think
did.
that's beautiful, you know, because among all the pieces of content you can find, okay, this is like
The
so
one that
beautiful.
actually moved you enough to participate.
Exactly, exactly. So again, I mean, this is the power of Wes Anderson movies, and probably this won't be the only movie from Wes Anderson we're gonna talk about.
And not to take away from him, this is the result of a strong, clear artistic view in general. Because when a director or an artist in general pulls this off, they inspire you,
Yes.
and that art continues living through you. Because that's the other thing. Art influences us. So this, for instance, Laura doing, or people in general doing this trend, clearly there was an
Oh,
influence of this piece of art that translated to different media.
ah,
So
I
that
understand something. I understood something different. I understood old people, and I said, "What?"
only old people, young people don't like Wes Anderson. You heard it here first. Do not make that the real Maria.
My mistake. Or I'm finally, you know, certain age and I'm not listening very well.
Maybe we're already in that age, in that old age, where we're the ones who aren't listening. Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
All right. I think we are gonna leave it here. We're aiming for a, shorter viewer experience.
Yes.
And I,
Probably.
I think we made a really good point without actually, and I will say I love the fact that we didn't super spoil the movie, because that way you still have to figure out what we're talking about. And I mean,
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, that's right. Give us your comments. Give us your comments. We want to hear what you felt and the type of emotions you were this movie activated on you. Okay?
let us know. And again, uh, comment, let us know if you liked it, if you didn't. We want to hear it. We're really trying to be active and just reply back to everybody who's doing so. We're open to conversations, because that's exactly what we do. We discuss movies. um,
Like, save, share, and subscribe. And goodbye.
this was Go Movie Talks. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. Go Movie Talks.